Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Heavenly Angel or HA Nails. I'm so excited to be starting my first long video. So far, I just started posting shorts and I already have 20,000 subscribers. I'm so thankful for all of you for liking and commenting. I absolutely love doing nails and I'm so excited to share my love of nails with you guys and show you guys all the things that I've learned. I like 6-ish years of doing nails. I've learned so much, and if I can help you guys through making videos, that would just make my heart so happy. Today we're gonna go over how to do Gel X nails that stay for 4-ish weeks. It's really simple, whether you are already a nail tech that went to nail tech school or you want to do this by yourself to save some money. We're gonna go through all the steps, all the products that are gonna help you so that you can do this at home by yourself, or you can help your nail clients grow strong and healthy nails. So usually I use Aprés. I think that's the name of it. Aprés. It's A-P-R-E-S.
I did some research and it's Aprés.
Difference between an acrylic nail and a Gel X nail is that Gel X, it's fully gel. So you can completely soak it off. I feel like it's a little more flexible on your nail so that if you hit your nail, it's not gonna hurt as much. There's a little more wiggle room. They have black boxes, so you can either buy these online, or what I love doing is going to a local nail supply store. They're so nice, they're really helpful. I don't really love square nails or coffin nails. When I first started, I just bought a ton of them. These are kind of expensive. I think they might be like $20 a box. So what I did is I bought all of them, and looking back, I wish I only bought a couple, and I wish I only got probably the long ones. Now that I do nails a lot, I'm going through more of them, but if you're just doing nails at home, I would say get the almond ones or the oval ones and get the medium. They're pretty long, and it's easier to apply on either your nail or your friend's nails or your nail client's nails. And then you can always just file the shape down. I don't like to buy products that I feel like are gonna hurt my nail clients, or you have a really bad heat spike. Like the Extend Gel does get a little spicy, but you can flash cure it. So when I first started at nail tech school, I bought this, and it's like the shiny gold. This is really warm, but this one is I really like this one. It's the Extend Gel non-white, and this one's HEMA-Free. So if you are a little more sensitive, sometimes after you get your nails done, your nails are like red or itchy or they don't feel good. It might be because you're allergic to HEMA, but I have seen a few people have allergic reactions to HEMA, so I started using this one, and I really like this. Another thing, because it's non-white, so if you get a little bit of the gel under your nail, it's not gonna be sticky. So when your client goes home or you're done, you're not gonna have little fluffies under your nail. So that's why I recommend the non-white one, because it's HEMA-free, because I feel like everyone's going, I don't like HEMA, we're not gonna do HEMA. Don't do HEMA, you don't need to do HEMA. So these are the main things that you need. You need an Extend Gel. If it's around Black Friday, wait for a Black Friday sale. Go on Amazon. Amazon has 2-day shipping. Sometimes Aprés has sales, but Amazon is my go-to. And then 2 other things that you do need. I threw all my stuff on the floor, so don't mind. The pH bonder has a 1 on it, and then the primer has 2 on it. So you need both of these. This one is in a clear bottle, and this one is in a gold bottle, and you can't see. But these are the 4 products you need. You need the pH bonder, that's your first step, primer, and then the Extend Gel, and then you need the full-size tips. Some other brands that do have things for a little bit cheaper, but I just feel like these have worked really well. I feel like they're really beginner friendly, they're easy to use. Also, one more thing about these are sculpted almond, and then there's some for natural nail beds. They're all separated. So you have a 00, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 9. There's a couple half sizes, and if one of them doesn't fit your nail or your client's nail, you can always put it on size a little bigger and then file the sides down so that it does have that good fit and the Extend Gel isn't flowing into the cuticles. And then when you run out of one, like I know 3 of my fingers are the same size, then you can buy the bags individually. And it's cheaper that way instead of buying the whole box. You can kind of see the difference. The sculpted one, it has more of a shape like this, and then the natural one is kind of more flat. So some people's nail beds are more of like an upside down U, and some people have flatter nail beds like this. So you just kind of want to see what kind of nail beds you're working with. That's why I say get both. If you're doing it for yourself, just get either the natural one or the sculpted one. If you guys like this video, I can do a video on how to do Gel X on yourself, but today, one of my friends, Tiara, she's the best. I'm gonna do the nails on her so you can see it from a perspective on doing it someone else. I cannot part ways with my 4th of July nails, even though 4th of July has passed. I can't get rid of these. So we're gonna do Tiara's nails. It's gonna be great.
Hello.
This is Tiara. This is Louie. We're gonna do her nails today.
That's right.
We're not doing Louie's nails, but he just wants to be loved.
He wants love.
Before putting any product on your nails, the prep is the most important part and is a huge reason why a lot of people's nail products do not stay on well. You really don't have to, but I like to wear a mask and use a little nail vacuum to protect my lungs because I'm pretty sure my lungs are already full of glitter and nail dust. After having your clients wash their hands, you're going to start off by pushing back their cuticles. The point of this is to make sure that we are removing any dead skin, which will help the Gel X stay on and avoid lifting. You definitely can use a wooden cuticle pusher, but you do have to throw them out after each use for sanitary reasons. I really love my metal cuticle pusher, but you just really want to make sure that you're being careful, especially if this is new for you. Definitely take your time and go slow so that you aren't causing them any discomfort. Up next, you're going to cut their cuticles. Again, really make sure that you're being careful and taking your time with this. I would rather honestly have you just skip this if you feel uncomfortable or you're newer. It's just really not worth it to get too close to the skin and cause bleeding. Now it's time to lightly file the shine off of the nail plate. I'm using my e-file here, but you definitely can do this with a handheld file or even a buffer. When you're looking for a buffer or a file, make sure that you're getting one with a fine grit, which would be anything over 240. Basically, the higher number, the finer the grit. You really don't need to file too deep into the nail plate. And I feel like this is why a lot of people come back from the nail salon with sore nails. I don't know, I could be wrong, but this is just kind of what I've seen. This is super easy. You're just gonna wipe the nails with rubbing alcohol. Use a lint-free wipe so you aren't getting fluffies on the nail plate. Now we're going to take out our step 1, which is the pH bonder, and apply that. After you've done that to all 10 nails, you're going to go in with the primer, and that is the bottle that is gold and it has the number 2 on it. Super, super easy, just cover the nail plate. After applying the pH bonder and primer, you're going to size the nail beds to match the full size tip. I always forget to do this until after I put the Extend Gel on, which is why you can see the gel on her nails here. I just jump the gun and get excited to paint her nails because it's one of my favorite parts about doing nails in this process. Technically, you can size her nails before or after you put the gel on, but I don't love to because there's a tacky layer of gel that it leaves and it's just kind of icky. When you do size her nails, it's really important that we're making sure that the tip fits from sidewall to sidewall. You don't want the tip to be too small or too big because we really don't want the Extend Gel on their skin. And if it's too small, it might pop off. If they are in between a size, I would size up and then file one of the sidewalls down so that it perfectly fits their nail bed. Now we're going to apply a thin layer of the Extend Gel. I know I said I liked the sensitive one better, but Tiara hasn't had any allergic reactions, and honestly, I kind of just wanted to get through this bottle, so she was fine with using this one. Something that is so important, whether you're applying this gel or any other gel, you really want to make sure that you're trying not to get it on their skin. And you know what? Accidents do happen. It's okay. If you get it on their skin, just wipe it off completely. It's just really important that we are not curing the gel. Curing is basically when her hand goes in the light, the gel is going to completely harden, and that's when she can get contact dermatitis or form an allergy to the gel, which we really want to avoid. Once you have all of your sizes picked out, you're gonna roughen up the inside of the nail tip. I personally don't have this product because when I went to nail tech school and learned how to do this, everyone said to just use the pH bond, but I just realized Aprés has this as a step 3. It's literally meant for this. If you wanna save some money, you can totally use the pH bond or lightly file the inside of the nails. I haven't really seen a big difference either way, so let me know in the comments what you think about this step. I think this next part is the most tricky and definitely takes some practice, which is why I remove the hand rest to apply the full-size tips. For this step, I like to use a gooseneck lamp, which gives me more flexibility when curing the extend gel. Some people literally just use the regular lamp, which I feel like it would be way harder. The lamp I got from Amazon was like $10, and it just clips to my table and I can easily move it around, which is super nice. I've also seen some people use handheld flash lamps that kind of look like a pen, but I feel like this is going to be the easiest way, especially if this is your first time doing a set of Gel X. Now we're going to eyeball how long their natural nail is and put a thin layer on the tip. You want to put a little more at the base of the tip so it can properly cover the whole nail bed. Getting the right amount of gel can be challenging, so you might have to do this a couple of times. I like to put the nail on first before curing it since the light will harden it pretty fast. When you put the tip on the natural nail, you want to go in at a diagonal angle so that the gel isn't flooding into the cuticle area. If it's flooding into the sides, it means you put too much extend gel on. Again, it's really important that we don't cure any gel on their skin. When you put the nail on, make sure that you don't have any air bubbles. If you do, just lift it up and then push it down and try it again to get those bubbles out. In this video, you can see that I'm applying pressure closer to the cuticle. I do this so it looks as natural as possible and I can avoid any air bubbles that will sneak in there. I'm also not keeping the light on here for too long since this product sometimes gives people heat spikes. I try to flash cure it just in case they're sensitive to the heat spikes and it feels a little bit spicier for them. I keep my other finger on it as long as possible to make sure that the natural nail is covered with extend gel and there aren't any air bubbles that try to sneak in there. When we're all done with one hand, go ahead and have your client put her hand under the bigger light for 60 seconds and then move on to the next hand. Honestly, we were kind of yapping too much, so we had to have a dinner break and we had to have a chocolate break. I wouldn't do this with your clients, but whatever. Now we're just going to file the tips of the nail to make sure that they're all smooth, and then we're gonna roughen up the surface of the fake tip so that the gel can stick to the extension. You don't have to do this, but I like to file a little bit closer to the cuticle area so that when it grows out, it blends a little bit better with their natural nail. Now we're just going to wipe with rubbing alcohol with that lint-free wipe. Super easy. We're just gonna get all the dust off. This part you also don't have to do, but I've found that brushing a little acetone blends the nail tip to the natural nails again, so when they grow out, they look a little bit better. Comment below what you think about this step. I feel like I saw Aprés say not to do this because it may cause lifting, but I haven't really seen that so far. Now this is the best part, picking a color. Absolutely love doing this. She picked this really pretty lavender that's part of the Milky Jelly Cat Magnetic Gel collection from Born Pretty. You can get this on Amazon. I'll try to link it below, but if not, you can just search Milky Jelly Cat Magnetic Gel on Amazon. I usually do 2 layers of the color and then the top coat. So for cat eyes, I just do 1 layer and then I get the magnet out and then I play with it and then I do a 2nd layer and then do the same thing with the magnet to get the shine that I want. We decided to put a couple of cute nail gems on there. I've been really loving the rhinestone glue from Mac Art. I've been seeing that when my clients come back, none of the gems have fallen off, which is really nice. And then we're just going to top them with a top coat. I like to use a non-wipe one because it's kind of annoying to add an extra step.
Done, son.
That's gonna be our tutorial on how to do Gel X nails that are gonna last up to 4 weeks. Also, if you are going to fill your nails, I know a lot of people like to completely file off and soak the nail and then put a whole new tip on. I personally like to file off just the parts that are icky and I just fill it with hard gel. I really love Luminary. I feel like it's really sturdy, it works really well. Sometimes you do have to completely take off the tip. It just depends how long your nails have grown out, but you can always fill it with a hard gel. Some people do it, some people don't, so it's just really person dependent and how long they've taken. If you want to see more content like this, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe and comment below what kind of videos you want to see. Thanks for watching. Love and appreciate you guys.